if you feel anxious and overwhelmed because you cannot see the next step in front of you, and you have this feeling that you are supposed to know what you should do next, it is time to take a step back and to allow yourself to rest and be still and not judge yourself while not doing anything at all. Because this part of you that wants you to achieve, that wants you to do a little bit more than you are doing right now, is preventing you from doing the work with fulfillment, with a sense of inner joy, where you are creating for the sake of creating because it feels good for you. And when you allow yourself to rest in silence, where you are just giving up to your body's signals that is telling you to slow it down, you will naturally have this sense of aliveness within you again, where you feel energized, where you want to create again, where you can see the next step in front of you, because you have yourself with you on the track. Because when you are in a state of anxiety and overwhelm, you cannot create anything with ease and fulfillment, because you are blocking the life force within you to be expressed through you, because you are stressed out and you are playing it small, because you have identified yourself with your mental self. These limiting beliefs that keep repeating in your mind, that you are not good enough, that you are supposed to do it better or faster or know more or have it figured out. And the truth is that you don't need to have it figured out at all. The thing you need is to be in touch with yourself. And if you don't feel yourself, where you are relaxed and at peace and experience joy from within, you are disconnected from the life force that you are. Through being identified with this mental self, with these limiting thoughts. And in order to break that pattern, you need to listen within. Take a deep breath. Slow it down. And maybe you are judging yourself when you are resting. Maybe you feel like you have this kind of shameful experience within you when you are really letting go and slowing down. And you have this feeling that you are supposed to do something, you are supposed to create, you are supposed to go, go, go. And it is to become aware of these limiting thoughts and beliefs that you have about yourself when you are resting, that you can create space from the thoughts and see that you are not them. And as soon as you have this more spacious perspective, where you are the one looking at the thoughts instead of being identified with them, you can see them for what they are. It is just scared, limiting thoughts that is trying to keep you safe. But you don't need them anymore in order to be safe. So therefore, you can just drop them and let them go. And sometimes that is easier said than done. Because they keep coming up, they keep coming up, they keep coming up, they keep coming up. And it's when you no longer resist these thoughts from keep coming up that you start to relax. It is quite of a paradox. I hope you can see that right now. That if you have started to see that, okay, I am not my limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts, but still I don't want them, then you're still invested in these thoughts, which gives, where you are giving them your power instead of being the one that is in your power. Because when you are in your power, the limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts that you have, that you are aware of, doesn't bother you anymore. Because you know that they are not true. Therefore, you welcome them. Just like the trolls on the internet, they will keep come up. They will keep with their negativity and their comments, and you don't need to buy into them. You don't need to give them your energy anymore. They are not a real threat. It's just these negativity and these negative thoughts. And they can actually just be there. You don't need to invest yourself in them. You can just see that they are there. And you can keep on with your life. And focus on what feels good for you. And when you start to do that, they will lose their power. Because you are no longer invested in them. Which will make them vanish and go away by themselves. It is only when you have an attachment to that you want them to go away that they will stay. And when you no longer are afraid of them being there, you no longer give them your power. Because they no longer have any power over you. Because you are not buying into them. And this is when you will set yourself free. So if you find it difficult to slow down and to be still with yourself, try this out the next time. Be aware of which thoughts come up and which thoughts doesn't serve you, and realize that you don't need to invest your energy in them anymore. You don't need to give your power away to them anymore. And then you can actually rest and experience how good it feels to just be you. Today, for example, I've been in my one piece all day. And I've had my first 4 hours. First laying in the sofa and then laying in the bed. And it's been a very beautiful and relaxing experience, where I haven't judged myself to get going with my day or do this or do that, right? I've just allowed myself to rest because that's what my body needed. And that feels very good and fulfilling. And then out of that space of allowing yourself to rest and give your body what it needs, you will be fulfilled again and have a lot of energy that you can choose what you want to do with, where you feel energized and want to engage with the world again, because you have given yourself the space that you needed to rest and refill. And when you are coming from that space, when you want to create anything in your life, and the future that you feel is on its way, it will literally be drawn to you, because you are welcoming the life that you desire through being open to receiving it. Because you are no longer identified with this mental self and these limited beliefs that you have. Instead, you align with the truth of your being. And that's when you come alive. And that's when your life will become easy and a dance. Life doesn't need to be hard for you. It can actually be very, very gentle at the same time as you can feel your power, where you are doing something of value for yourself and for the people around you and the world. So this was the message for today. Just know that I see you. And I really appreciate that you are here. And I would love to have a discussion in the comment section if there is something that is alive for you right now from everything that I've shared. Please let me know in the comments and let us have a chat about it. So have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.